Staying with an emotionally unavailable partner. Ha! I know a little something about that. Shall we get into it? Okay. Listen, bitch. I probably shouldn't be laughing because it is absolutely soul siphoning. If you've searched for this video, I'm so sorry. You're probably in a space of emotional struggle. Look at me. Let's connect, because these words need to penetrate you. Man, woman, whatever new genders are emerging every month, you're all accepted here. But why the fuck are you with them? I know, it sounds trite. It's what everyone says. And you don't have to leave them. It really is your choice. But why the fuck are you with them? And I ask myself the same question when it comes to my history of relationships. Well, do you want to get into it with me? Because I've got some stories to tell you. When I was little, I was quite neglected as a child. Emotionally, I was consistently invalidated and gaslit, and I unequivocally internalized the belief of not being worthy. I didn't feel loved. Whenever I voiced my very reasonable emotional needs, I was shut down by my parents fiercely because they felt shame inside themselves because they lacked the emotional tools to fulfill me. Does this seem familiar? Yeah, it should, because you probably experienced it during your childhood and in your current relationship, right? You want me to tell you where I am? Oh, you're so clingy. You're suffocating me. We already spoken this week. Oh, right, honey, the issue isn't with you, except the issue kind of is with you, because we're codependent. It's okay. Let's hold hands, you guys. I've sanitized my hands. Don't worry. Let's breach social distancing for a moment and hold hands, because we can relate to each other. Let me get into it with codependency. When you're codependent, you lack a sense of self-regulation. Your well is dry. You have no internal essence. I feel like I look like a substitute teacher. I fucking haven't even brushed my hair today. Pretty sure I haven't even brushed my teeth. When one lacks a sense of self-regulation and their well is completely dry, they're incapable of genuine love. You've probably heard the saying, if you can't love yourself, how are you going to love someone else? People say it, but they never expound upon it, right? It's just a sort of platitudinous thing that's regurgitated. Here's why, baby. For the sake of your emotional survival, when you are starving, you are compelled to sink your teeth into someone and draw their energy. And you don't do this maliciously. We don't do this maliciously. But it's something we have to do for our survival when we don't love ourselves. We are so euphorically filled up when we finally get the attention from the emotionally unavailable partner. It's an absolutely addictive cycle of intermittent reinforcement. You'll know what intermittent reinforcement is. I know we're going in all different directions here. Bear with me. This is what intermittent reinforcement is. I don't even need to use words. Look, this is what it is. Woo! 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 And it's addictive. You starve, and ding, 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 ding. You're on a slot machine in Las Vegas, right? Suddenly the big payout. Oh, yeah. Put another coin in. See when it's going to pay out again, right? And when they finally give you what you've been wanting, it is like... Doesn't it feel so good when you have that sort of turbulence and things are looking really shaky and you're worried you might break up, and then suddenly you have the reconciliation and they're so in love and they're all over you. You two make some love. You get that love in and you go to sleep in their arms. You wake up. Hi, baby. What's good? Them. I gotta go to work. You plummet. You back down to reality. You realize, oh my God, nothing has changed. They've eaten their fill. They've had their fix. And suddenly they withdraw again. And that's their problem. And that is about an avoidant attachment, which is the opposite to codependency, which I could sit here for hours diverging in all different directions, divulging information about all these different ways of attachment. But today we're going to focus on codependency because this is a self-oriented video. What we have a problem with is really parasitically latching onto others and wanting others to fulfill our needs because we have no power ourselves. We have no agency. And babe, I'm not judging you whatsoever because I'm with you. I'm not even going to pretend to be transcended and fully grown. Yeah, I'm healed. I'm cured. No, I'm not a guru. I'm highly fallible. And I still contend with this proclivity, unquestionably. Is this person who you want to spend your life with? Doesn't have to be the rest of your life. Depends where you fall on the spectrum of relationships. Maybe you're not ready to leave them. That's okay. That's an option that's on the table for you when you are ready. And I'm not going to push you. But you do need to ask yourself the question, why are you with this person? Because you know deep down, scarily, on the level of your intuition, from which you so wish you could disconnect because it always tells you the truth that you don't want to hear. You know that this isn't serving you like it should. You know that this does not fulfill what you truly want. Look me in the eye right now and tell me, this person that you're with, man, woman, other, God fucking knows in 2020. And I ain't judging, okay? They could be a tranny, and I'm alright with that. I encourage that. But do you really want to spend your time with this person? Because, babe, look, we don't know how long we have. Let's not be reckless and act like we're going to die tomorrow. We don't know that. But life is not endless. Seriously, we're rotting from the fucking inside. We don't have that long, okay? Do you want to use your finite time and your finite energy on this person? Now, maybe you haven't learned the lesson yet. Maybe you ain't ready. And that's okay. People may preach to you that you should get out. Oh my God, and if they're hitting you, get out. You don't want to be in physical danger. Emotionally, maybe you need to ride those turbulent waves to really learn the lesson. I know, I sure as hell did. I needed to be emotionally battered before I got out and realized, oh my God, what am I doing? I've sort of been bloviating and I haven't really provided a cure, have I? Well, let me see. What have I got? I don't really know. I didn't plan this, okay? I sit on the chair when I want and I just start talking. And this is my experience. What would I say to myself if I could go back to the terrible relationships I've had? Be honest. That's the advice I would give. We codependents really struggle with honesty and authenticity because we've internalized ideas that we are not lovable for who we are. And because the primary, most important instinct that a human has is to belong, because belonging in tribal times means survival. Codependents in particular feel the tug to perform and put forth a palatable image that will make them accepted and loved, minimizing the unpalatable aspects, bolstering the desirable aspects of us, and putting forth a false, polished, tweaked, doctored image of ourselves to reap acceptance. Do you know what this means? You can never feel love. You can never be medicated with that love. You can never be healed. You can never be touched by it. You can never enjoy an unvetted relationship because who the other person will love is the erroneous projection you put forth. Because we're too scared to say, no, I want to see more of you. I'd like you to touch me more. No, it isn't enough. It isn't acceptable when you disappear for that long. It really isn't. I want to know where you are, and that doesn't make me unreasonable. People who are avoidant by nature, who are terrified of being smothered, they will try to make you feel like the bad person. You are the unreasonable one. You want to see me twice a week? Do you really think you're being reasonable right now? Yeah, you are being reasonable. And you have every right to have your desires fulfilled just as much as they do. But if their desire is to see you once every other week, and they don't tell their friends about you, they ignore you as soon as there's any turbulence. No drama, no drama. No drama, by the way, is code for I'm not fucking emotionally available. Stay away from me. So you have to start being honest with yourself about what you deserve and what you want, and honest with your partner. And yes, it's terrifying because guess what? There is a real risk that what you want is not compatible with them. And guess what? If you're feeling this little flutter in your belly, knowing that you guys are so disparate and this relationship is kind of shitty and it hurts, right? Then you're probably not compatible. Sorry, but do it when you're ready because I ain't pushing you too hard, okay? Whenever you're ready. Maybe you need to ride this out. This fucking video has been all over the place. I'm sorry. I'll release more pertaining to codependency and avoidance. This is all over the place. I'm on 4 hours of sleep. I'm caffeinated. My goddamn face and throat is swollen because I was super allergic to the cats when I had a sleepover last night. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat. I love you. We'll take care of ourselves and each other. I will make another video on this because this is such a mess. I just wanted to check in. Love you.